Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in a beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique. Can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And I gotta tell you, this is the first time that this has happened for me. I went to make my Roselia Community Day video, which I'm late for. And then I realized I didn't even record footage of me talking about it. I just recorded a little bit of gameplay and that's it. So I apologize. They had it on Super Bowl weekend and the day of the Super Bowl. So maybe in a couple videos I might have said Saturday. Hopefully I didn't, and I just said this weekend. But either way, it was the weekend, and I wish it was another weekend. And I wish the Weeknd who performed at the Super Bowl wasn't there this weekend and maybe another weekend. But let's talk about this past weekend so that we can also talk about next weekend. God, you gotta love how I did all that. And these aren't scripted, by the way. This is just me off the cuff. You know, you gotta toot your own horn sometimes because who else is gonna do it? Nobody else, right? So anyway, I wasn't thrilled about it. That's how I ended up it was an oversight. Because it was Roselia, and like I said before, we've had an opportunity to get Roselia. So much so, when I say Roselia, I mean the shiny, obviously. So much so that, man, 1 in 4 that you would touch when they released the shiny at first was going to be shiny. So here you go, and I felt like, hey, I gave you guys the $12 or whatever, hoping that one of these research was going to be for a Pokemon that I actually was interested in. And they gave him a Chop, who was like, okay, it's still a good Pokemon, but I already got one. And Roselia, nobody was asking for it, but I apologize for the 1 or 2 of you that I do know that's your favorite Pokemon. Here's a photo of the M&Ms. If you saw that commercial, that was probably my favorite Super Bowl commercial, where the M&Ms were just kind of like the Mentos back in the day, where they were just like, hey, I'm sorry, I broke your, whatever. Here's, and they offer M&Ms as condolences. So there's that. Back on topic here, you had Suicune. Suicune was out, and normally the Pokemon rotate Wednesdays, but Suicune is rotating before then. So they gave a raid hour on Monday, and another raid hour, I'm presuming, will be Wednesday for a different Pokemon. So that was interesting. I did not partake. Again, Super Bowl hangover maybe, but no, I just had other stuff going on. And although I knew about it, I did not participate. That would have been nice to get some more XP, but I really don't need any Suicune either. I got 2 of those shinies already, and to put more passes into it, it didn't make sense to me right now. I think I'm gonna be a little bit more selective. Even though I need all the XP I can, where as of this video should be under 15 mil, or ways to go. And by when I say this video, I mean where I am now, not in the recording of this video. So looking at it, let's actually pull up some of the footage here that I can speak to. But before I continue any further, February 20th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., we've got the ticket now. They've got some more details here. They're allowing you to choose which version you want, red or green. So I'm actually going to do that right here, right now. I'm going to go into the shop. And you won't see this on your end, but I'm going to, or not into the shop, I've already paid for it. I'm going to go into my items and take care of that, because that needs to be done. But while I'm doing that, hopefully some footage is up showcasing what we had going on with Roselia. So I just chose red. It's added to my calendar. Boom. So there we go. You're like, but I thought you wanted green. Yes, I did want green, but I also realized Oddish, which is shiny, is in the red. And although we've got that Tangela, I've got somebody who I know, shout out to your boy Jubei, who's got one of those, who maybe he'll get a second one, and he can just trade me that one that he's got. We're best friends. We've been best friends for a while. He's wanted to, trade me a Pokemon that I needed, and that's one of them. So I can check that one off the list, but I think there was more of them in the red version that I need left. Because to be honest with you, in both versions, a lot of the shinies most people probably have already if you've been playing from the beginning for a while, or or you've traded. But the red one, there was a couple more that I was like, oh, I didn't count these. And the thing is, I actually don't care about those Pokemon, but I don't have them. So it makes more sense to get what I don't have versus, stuff that I may want a little more, but there's far less of. I think it was like a good 6 of them on red that I actually don't have versus 3 of them on green that I don't have, and that would be Hitmonlee, Tangela, and one other one. But, I needed the Oddish, so... and whatever else was on there. I can't even remember. I'll have to pull up the image. But we can talk about that when it gets closer to the event. Let's see here. We've already talked about Suicune coming back. Let's actually pull up the research here for Roselia. And yeah, power up a Pokemon 10 times. Catch 15 Roselia. Make 5 nice throws. So all those weren't bad at all. Those were going to be pretty easy to take care of as long as you had an incense on or were somewhere where there was going to be a few of them. I actually did the Roselia Community Day from home. And that just made me think. I was like, why am I not, live streaming these events like some of these other YouTubers if I'm just going to be home? So I'm going to put that into play. I figured out a way that I can do that. So hopefully some of the hardware that I need to do that will arrive before the this event here that we were just talking about, the Kanto event, and I can live stream that on Twitch. So stay tuned for more details there. So the second step, catch 15 Roselia, transfer 10 Pokemon, use 15 Pine Nut Berries while catching Pokemon. So basically this is all just to get more candy to power up your Roselia to, the highest level you want, and then have your Roserade. Step 3 was make 3 great curveballs, and I've got to make a whole bunch of curveball catch, nice throws anyway. And then 50 excellence in their, researches and, for the level requirements that I'm at. Then transfer 10 Pokemon. Okay, I was going to transfer all of these Roselias except the shinies unless they were good anyway. And then, step 4 was, as always, claim your rewards. And, the rewards weren't bad. Again, I got a Poffin and, and incense. And if you needed it, you got a rocket radar. So for $1 instead of $2, free rocket radar if you still needed that for what's going on. For me, I'm just like, okay, well, level 48 or whichever it is where you got to do some more rocket leaders. I've got at least 2 of these radars I'm going to hold until then. And that might be a long, long time. But hey, they're there if I need them, when I need them. So it didn't have an elite TM like I was hoping for or any of that stuff where you're like, oh, okay, this was worth it. But again, if you didn't have the shiny, congrats that you got it. If you got, better ones from this event, that's awesome too. But that was pretty much everything that was going on here. So we'll pull up my Roselias. You'll see that, I didn't really even try. I think my gotcha got 2 of the Roselias I got. I might have gotten 3 of them. I think my gotcha got 2 of them on its own. And that was all she wrote. You could also take snapshots of some of these Pokemon to get, these Roselias too. I think I did that a couple times. Yeah, it was, it was what it was. I really didn't. I'm not gonna sit here and fake it to you. And, oh, it was so exciting and da da da. No, it was just another day in the park for me. So, without talking, too much longer about it. I mean, I don't know. There could have been other Pokemon that I would have preferred for Community Day, obviously. And I'm sure that would have been the case for a lot of you. But what can you do? You can only hope that whatever's in March is going to be better. I mean, honestly, it's a short month. February is a short month. I think, 28 days this month. And they're still trying to cram a whole lot into it. So if they gave you something really good, maybe for the community today, and then turned around and was like, Lunar! And then, they had a Valentine's event coming, and then also this celebration. Would that have been too much for us? So I can see it from that vantage point too, but still, it's like, I would have taken the Bidoof, honestly. Something, it's like, oh, I don't really care for this, but I don't have it, so I'm incentivized to play. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what we've got going on. So I'm going to wrap up this video and talk a little bit more about other stuff that happened. I actually did leave out, since it was Super Bowl Sunday, and go get some snacks and stuff like that. And on the way there, somebody hit me up saying, hey, I've got a gift for you. And if you don't want it, you can give it to somebody else. I don't know if I'll share what that gift is this video, but it is going to the community. It's actually going to be the prize for the Kanto event. So if you made it this far, you've watched this far, you've learned two things. There will be a prize for the Kanto event, and then I'm also going to stream the Kanto event on my Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/Captain Sensation. It'll also be on the Facebook group. I may find a way to also live stream that on YouTube. I think I want to try to do that. I'll have it on YouTube, so it'll be its own video there. It'll also be on Twitch. And no excuse not to find me this go round. I don't expect people to, and I may not do it for long, maybe just an hour, since we just learned that, hey, it is 9 to 9. So that's pretty much all day long. Feels like probably 10 hours or so. On that day, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. That it's a throwback to the old games where you pick a color that you want and you get certain exclusive Pokemon and you meet up with your friends and get the other. So the trading distance will be increased. So I'm happy about that. So we'll end this here. I've got another video coming up at the same time today, and we're going to talk about the Lunar event because I promised you the video before that we'd talk about it. So we'll talk a little bit more about it because actually right here, right now, it's actually started. So we'll get into that right after this video. But again, thank you to my Patreons, my day ones, current, past, present, future subscribers. Love all of you. I appreciate all the hard work and effort you've done as far as sharing and recommending the videos. Please continue to do that. The channel has been growing. Still would like more activity. I also want to say, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Other Yellow Hat Guy out. Captain Sensation!